interconnected ocean, a vast
वो
blue
जैसे आई
expanse
होगी शायद एक ही रास्ता था
critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond.
क्या हुआ क्या हुआ कोई बात नहीं बहुत दूर है
This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Hannah, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing killer whales up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will better give you an understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales.
Finally, I heard you say like
An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
वो डॉल्फिन था
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and our whales are going to help them demonstrate some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for catching quick breaths of air at the surface of the water.
जानू वो
Even
देखा
the
उसको
location
जिधर
of
भी
its
देखना
eyes
देखना
works to his advantage. It looks like they're in that white patch, but that is a visual distraction. They're actually in the black area just in front, camouflaged from thrashing
that's
prey.
why I wanted.
The fin on the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps stabilize orcas while they swim. It also helps regulate their body temperature.
इसका
The flippers on either side of their body are called pectoral flippers, and they're mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand.
Wow. Butik.
The lobes on either side of their tail are called tail flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them speeds of almost 30 miles per hour. That's as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of their communication. They can use pectoral slaps at the surface of the water to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. When they really want to be heard, they breathe. Killer whales use spy hopping to get a better view of their environment and coordinate with each other while they hunt. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild. Killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the very top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, holding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Killer whales in the southern hemisphere will partially capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as our whales demonstrate this right here at the front of the pool. Antarctic whales floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Watch as our whales show off this same wave-making technique at the front of the pool, demonstrating one of the most impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it for yourselves. Luckily, everyone sitting in our lower sections has volunteered to feel the power of the killer whale in that 55-degree salt water. So who's ready to get wet? That was awesome, you guys. I'm so glad you got to feel the power of the killer whale. You guys are great volunteers. Now, because killer whales live in all parts of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. In fact, it is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how does a killer whale that size eat a blue whale that size out in the wild? It's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales are always showing off their playful side, both out in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is like killer whales right now. Just briefly after rocks when they can. Watch as our whales demonstrate this at the front of the pool, just like whales in British Columbia would. Killer whales in the wild will also imitate each other. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are
उसके पास
constantly
जो
learning
डंडा है ना
and
उसके पास
mimicking one
वो
another.
डंडे को देख रही है कि डंडा के हाँ मुंह में डालूं इसको और ये बड़ा भी है मजा आएगा ना
मजा आएगा इसका मजा ही कुछ और है उसके अपने खबर है
Now, playful behavior does have a purpose. For example, in hunting, killer whales might use a tail whip to stun a fish. But today, they might just be coming to stun all of you. We interact with our whales all day, every day here at SeaWorld. It's how we build trusting relationships, provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. Our whales take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can present us their tail flutes. This is helpful when getting a voluntary blood sample from the vein that runs along the inside of their tail. They'll even slide out onto a scale. We monitor their weight to make sure our whales are growing properly.
मस्त है काफी अच्छा था वेल
You can also get a breast sample from their blowhole, all because of the trusted relationships we build here at SeaWorld day after day. Now I want to take a moment to introduce you to a very special whale. On here on the left we have Porky, joined by Ike. Porky is 56 years old.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Despite her age, she is still very athletic and very smart. In fact, she has participated in many research studies to help her wild counterparts and inspired millions of guests over her time here at SeaWorld. We interact with our whales all day, every day, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including crescent whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our trail every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Ursinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.